We're joined now by Jay Motty from the Stretford Paddock. Man United board are meeting tomorrow amid rumours that Ten Hag is set to be sacked. Hey, Jay.
Hello, you okay?
Yeah, good, thanks.
You
good,
must
thanks.
be fed up with talking about this, Jay. I mean, it just goes on and on. It can't go on for much longer, this, can it?
It can, and I think I've spoken to you guys on this show a few times over the last year or so, and I've always backed Ten Hag and said he should be given more time, but I just, it's not working, is it? I don't think it's going to have a happy ending, and I'd be surprised if he kept his job. He might do, I don't know. We'll see what the board decides. Maybe the Villa draw was enough, or maybe there's the fact that he's only been we're only 7 Premier League games into the season will make them think, give him a little bit more time, but it does feel like it's getting away from him. The fact that we are just 7 games in, we're in October. I think this meeting's already planned, but they're having a conversation about the manager and his future, having only just backed it in the summer. It just shows you where Manchester United are at. And I don't need to tell you guys the stats, but the fact that the league position, the lack of goals, the run that we're on, it's just not been good enough.
The after-match comments that he makes are just mystifying. I mean, he was going on about, we've kept 4 clean sheets. He just shipped 3 goals to Porto, 3 goals to Spurs. What are you talking about? Yeah, 1 clean sheet against Villa, a tired Villa. You just can't look at games like that.
I know, and I've said this before with Erik Ten Hag. I don't know if it's in sort of being on the defensive, trying to look on the positive or put a positive spin on it, or he's just being a bit deluded. I don't know which one it is. But when you hear that, it's as a fan, I don't go, oh, he's right, we've been great. Because I look at it and I think we should be doing better against teams like Spurs. We shouldn't be letting Liverpool come to Old Trafford and turn us over. We shouldn't be in a position now where we think we've got fewer goals than Ipswich in the Premier League. No disrespect to them, but come on. And I keep repeating it, but it isn't good enough. And it's a shame because he's a manager that I wanted when we were linked with him. I thought he was the right man. I backed him last season before the FA Cup final, certainly after it. But you're looking at those comments, you're seeing the results. I was over in Porto last week and to go 2-0 ahead and again in Europe and still not win, even though we got a last-minute equaliser, it's just deflating. And something needs to change. And I think that it's probably going to end up being the manager, if not sooner than later, because even if you stay with him, we've got Brentford after the international break. If we lose at home to Brentford, are we back to square one then? Is it another conversation about the manager's future? It just feels like it's getting a bit untenable, to be honest with you.
Yeah, do you think he's still there without the FA Cup win, Jay?
No, I don't. I think that I think they wanted to get rid of him. I think they were looking at getting rid of him. The fact the interview with the people says they certainly weren't 100% behind him. But I understand why they kept him, or why they have stuck with him after that FA Cup final win, because it was such a big game and a big win. The fans loved it. I was at Wembley, and everyone was so buzzing with that. To beat Manchester City, and the performance was great as well. And you can sort of say after that game, well, look, this is what he can do when he's got a fully fit squad, because he had so many injuries last season. The issue you've got this season is, yes, we're still missing Luke Shaw and even Tyrone Malacia at backup, and we've had 1 or 2 injuries. But we've had a pretty strong squad. And then when you're going into games and you're not picking the players that you've bought, you're not picking the midfielder we just went out and bought, you're going with the old guard when it comes to the centre-backs, although they did very well. I'm not knocking their performance. It does feel like a manager that's sort of struggling a little bit, and maybe rightly or wrongly. This is the first time I've really felt under Erik Ten Hag this isn't going to have a happy ending.
United fans for years were spoilt under Fergie, but they played a brand of football that they were known for over a long period. Yeah. And I would imagine whoever comes in, I'm sure the United fans want someone who's got a bit of an attacking approach, not a pragmatist. For me, that's what I'd want if I was a United fan.
I'll be honest with you right now. I'd take some wins. I'd take a successful team. I think you're looking at, I get it. I'm old enough to remember the third year, and I'd like to see attacking football. I certainly want to see more than 5 goals in 7 games. But I just think you're looking at first season under Erik Ten Hag. The reason that people look at it as a successful season, myself included, was because we won a trophy and we finished third. I don't think the football at times was particularly amazing, if I'm being brutally honest. It was effective at times, but when you're winning games, and when we did get those results against the likes of Liverpool and City and Arsenal and Barcelona, people aren't overly concerned with the style of football because you're winning football matches and you're beating good teams. The issue you've got in a minute is the style of football is not great and you're not winning matches, so you've got nowhere to go.
That's true.
Who have you got your eye on, Jay? Do you think Ruud is the answer? Do you think he's there as a potential manager? Maybe it'll come a bit too soon for him. What do you think?
No, I think last time I was on, we spoke about this, and I said for me, it always felt like the obvious move when Ruud van Nistelrooy came in is if it didn't work out very Ten Hag, that he would be the man to take over. Obviously, I think United fans would stomach that because he's such a United legend. I don't think he'd have a sort of much of a pushback from the fan base. He has got pedigree when it comes to managing. He managed PSV, and obviously I think he won a trophy in Holland with them. And he's been part of the coaching staff. I don't know if that could go against him, to be honest with you. Yeah. He's been part of the coaching staff this season. But that feels like the obvious one, at least for a caretaker role, just to come in, maybe steady the ship or give us that little bit of a bounce, perhaps, and then you can look a little bit more long-term, depending on what happens. I just feel that right now, if you are going to go out and get a manager in October, most of the top managers out there aren't going to leave the jobs they're in. I know there's one or two that are available, but you might have to wait until the summer. So if you have got to wait until the summer, then Ruud van Nistelrooy until then, sorry, makes a lot of sense to me.
But you saw with Unai Emery when he came in, it's not too late for them to turn it round and finish top four and have a good season. You just feel if they hang on to Ten Hag, it's less likely.
Yeah, that's the issue I've got is if you were to hang on to him now, and then you look at after that international break where we've got that run of fixtures where you've got the likes of Brentford, Fenerbahce, Bodo Glimt, Leicester. They're all sort of winnable games, I say. Winnable games. And if he doesn't get results there, then are you going to sack him at the end of that run or whatever? Is that sort of eating up more time? So, I think that if you have lost faith in him, it makes sense to act sooner rather than later. Because, like you said, we're only in October. There's only 7 Premier League games. I mean, that might be his argument for staying. He's still got time to turn it around. Because let's have it right, we've got 31 more Premier League games. We're still in the Carabao Cup. We're still in the Europa League. It's not like the season's over.
It's just the performance. It's just the performance, isn't it?
And their players will turn up on November the 3rd when they play Chelsea. We know that. But apart from that, they won't.
Jay, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thanks, lad.
There's Jay Motty from the Stretford Paddock there. I'm sure you can find that wherever you find your podcast.
For me, I think they should stick with him.
Do you? That's what you think?
10 seasons.
Paul Hawksby and Andy Jacobs, Monday to Friday afternoons 1 till 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.